Alright, in this demonstration we're going to build a CD Hovercraft. Let me talk to you about the materials you need. I'm going to build it and then I'll show you how it works, and then we'll finish off with what's the science behind this. How does this work? So a CD Hovercraft, the materials we need. You need to have a CD, you need to have a balloon, you need to have a glue gun, hot glue gun with some glue sticks, and then also you need a pop top. So I've got this one right here from my dish soap that just recently we finished off. You could also use the top from the water bottles. Okay, so you pop the top and then you can drink and then you close the top. So I'm calling this a little pop top. If you have that, you've got what you need to build a CD Hovercraft. So here we go. Well, let me first show you what this is going to do. When I blow up a balloon, and then once we put it on the top of this, right here, we've now got air that will come through. And if I close the top, then the air won't come through until we pop the top, and then air can funnel through. We're going to now add this thing to the CD. Okay, so I'm going to take the balloon off for now. I'm going to take this pop top, I'm going to try to center it as best I can, and then we're just going to put some hot glue around the outside here. And we want to get the best seal that we can. So I'm going to spin this around, and there we go. Alright, so I've got the top that's on here right now. When I pull the top up, it allows air to go through. I can blow through here and it's going to come out the bottom of the CD. If I were to close it, push on it, then my balloon, once it's filled up, it will just sit here and it'll be ready for me to start. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with it in the closed position, and I'm going to blow up my balloon. The first time that we do this, well, let me just blow this up and then I'll talk about it. So now at this point we need to start trying to put this on the top. If you want, something you could do is you can twist the balloon a little bit, and that will make it easier for getting this on here. So I'm going to push this over the top, and there we go. So now I can let it unscrew, and there we go. We've got this thing closed, it's all set, it's just sitting here. Here's our CD Hovercraft, but I'm not allowing any air to go through, so it's not acting like a hovercraft yet. As soon as I pop the top, we're going to notice the balloon gets smaller. Alright, that last balloon was a little bit too big. It wasn't working well until maybe a little bit right near the very end there. What I've done is I've grabbed a smaller balloon because I think this is going to work quite a bit better for us. So right now, I've got it on here, and as I pop the top, we've now got our hovercraft that slides back and forth. Completely frictionless. So you'll notice that this smaller balloon that I used worked a lot better than the big balloons. In fact, that's what you're going to find. If you get too big of a balloon, there's a really good chance it's going to fall over sideways, and then it's going to drag as you're doing that. Or even if it doesn't drag, if it starts to fall sideways, it's not going to work that well. So I would say medium-sized balloons work the best for this. It's a fun demonstration. How does it work though? So the science behind this. When this is working and it's just gliding effortlessly, it looks like an air hockey table with the puck. The puck just slides, and it just seems like there's no friction. The reason for that is we've got air that's coming down through between these two surfaces, in this case my table and the CD. When we don't have that cushion of air, when we've got contact on contact, that's the friction that slows things down. And so as we have air that is being forced down through, we've got a layer of air between the two surfaces, and that's what gives us essentially zero friction. So CD Hovercraft, have fun.